So hello again. What's up everyone? Welcome back to the chat to Fabian Electrical Services, where we'll break down real electrical work, code compliance install, and no fluff techniques you can actually use tonight's live stream. It's fully loaded. We've got three powerful segments for you. First, I'll walk you through the AC disconnect wiring and testing process using my volt tester to confirm voltage proper connection and safety compliance. Then we'll move into a 400 amp panel installation. I'll show you how I landed 250 kc mil cable using a Milwaukee drill to secure that panel by yourself. And last, we'll go deep into the 400 amp disconnect installation, focusing on phasing your neutral wires, avoiding common mistakes, and saving yourself hours of troubleshooting. If you ever wonder how to wire a panel, test a disconnect, or install heavy duty service, this is a live stream you want to stay locked into. Don't forget to like the stream, drop your questions in the chat, and subscribe if you want more real electrical work explained the right way. Let's jump right into the first video, AC testing and disconnect wiring. So again, I'm going to jump into AC testing. I'm going to stream this off of my, share this off of my video. So again, give me a second here. Let me pull up one of the So hello again and welcome back. I'm going to be sharing the screen here. So again, today's is thumbnail. I'm going to pull up the first segment of today's live stream. Again, it's fully packed. panel of the application. I will also be using 20 amp 2 pole breaker. I'll be installing conduit secondly. Once that is done, I'm going to place my disconnect onto the conduit itself using my compression connector, which is approved for outdoor, weatherproof. I will also be using my compression connectors to ensure a weather-tight seal that's key for outdoor damp rotation. Notice after you will see that I'm going to have straight 90s and secure strap in code. So at the disconnect roads, I'm going out to the AC unit. So again, this is the normal procedure when it comes to the installation of a condition. Again, as you can see, I have my Milwaukee drill. Milwaukee drill is what I like to use. It's strong, durable, works fine. Ever since it changed over from my other tools that I used to travel with around the world, I find that the Milwaukee tool is the best. A lot of most and stuff. They're all lucky. What we can do is find anchor inside of the homes, finish walls, drywall, and secure itself onto the drywall once you're starting to do your installation. So again, this is what I choose to use outdoor and just watch through the video. Again, the wall is firm, uh, fit enough for the installation. So what I'm going to do first and foremost, what I did was I made a little hole with my drill bit, and also I to mount my this the condition of is rated 20 amps pole. The reason why this is allowed by code is there is a rule in the code book that allows you to oversize your disconnect, and as long as you have the proper conduit with the proper wiring going to the disconnect. Now you're allowed to use a 20 amp pole. So that was the anchor that I just showed you there. Okay, it's the anchors that I choose to use for this job. I'm not going to just be using regular stuff that other smaller anchors that you can use. And I've seen them come out on the wall a lot of times. So I choose to use something more durable that will last along with the installation that I'm performing for the air conditioner. And so a lot of might be one when we draw is not over full rare conductors. And they pull no, that's it. Clean conduit installed correctly, graded disconnect, and a properly protected AC system. If you're into the real world electrical work, troubleshooting, and clean installs like this, make sure to subscribe. I've got more code jobs like soon. Like for helping me to reach on my stable electric. Now and only pay the shipping. So sorry about that. Again, hello, welcome back to Fabian Electrical Services. And again, you're tuned in to today's live stream. Again, as you guys come in, don't forget to hit that like button. So what you had there was a disconnect AC installation. You saw the AC disconnect wiring. Also, um, I don't believe you saw the wiring the air conditioner circuit, which I'll probably show that in the next live stream. You saw me using liquid tight conduit for a wet location, which is you know that's what we use here in Canada. We use liquid type for those kind of installation. You'll also see me using a different type of wiring for the AC units when I do post another video. Again, there's many ways that you can do the installation. You just have to stay within the code compliance. I'll also show how I test the actual unit. I'll pull that up really quick as I can go into my videos here, and I'll pull uh, how I actually went about testing. So again, uh, you saw me using my video would have been all weatherproof. Staying within my code compliance. So I'm going to pull up a short video of me testing the I'm going to have to share this. That I'm going to is now to be and bound of installation. Again, to show live stream today. Let's hope that I do get to play them here. So hello again and welcome back to Fabian Electrical Services. I'd like to thank you guys all for tuning in to today's video. So let's dive right into it. What I'm doing today is going to be an installation. It's going to be the installation of the 400 amp disconnect. The disconnect is mounted already, and what I use for the installation is simply bolts. I made sure I secured the 2x4 on the back end to give it the extra secure to the wall, firm and nice. I don't want the electrical installation to come off the wall in any type or sort. Again, the cable, the electrical conduit that I'm using is going to be the AC conductor. We call it tech cable, and there are parallel runs that's being run from the outdoor meter base. Again, what I like to do with installation like this is I like to make sure that I keep that white sheeting that's there on before I like to keep it on once I land my conductors inside of the panel. I'm going to remove that white sheeting. I also make sure to put my ground bushing on first. This installation is going to come with the ground bushing connection. Reason being is the ground wire has to be grounded off to the actual ground clamp. Ground connection has to be grounded off. I have to make sure that, as you can see in the on the left hand side, you're going to see the other installation. You're going to see my wire is grounded off onto the ground bushing. It is in code compliance. It is a code rule that states that. It is inside of the electrical code book where you would find it. You just have to search. And again, if for all those who are pretty interested in the video, all the apprentices out there, all the journeymans, all the master electricians, DIY guys, homeowners, if you ever need to find out a code rule and you simply cannot find it, you can simply leave a comment in the comment section, and I would guide you through the process. So again, the installation reason that the disconnect is here and not the 400 amp panel is because of the code rule that states anything that's within 5 feet of the electrical panel of the meter base shall have a installation of the panel right away. But when it comes to any installation, electrical installation that's more than 5 feet away from the actual electrical disconnect that's located outside of the home, it has to have a means of disconnect. So the main electrical 400 amp panel is located inside of the electrical room, inside of the basement of the home, and it's more than 40 feet away from the meter base. So the reason is I have to install my disconnect per code to stay within my electrical code compliance. So as you can see, the reason why I stated that I like to keep the
the white paper on is it simply helps with the cable. As you can see, the cable is locked in place. Once you disassemble that, it gives you a lot more problems to get the cable inside of the connector. So again, that's why I always make sure I land my cables inside of the disconnect, inside of the connectors, and I make sure that I remove that. Then what I go ahead and do is I simply ground off my ground. I do my groundings. So this is a grounding and bonding installation. There are two different things when it comes to bonding and grounding. Serve two different applications. So never get that confused. Also, you're going to see I have my phasing tape on my cable. Reason is this cable does not come with identify neutral, and in the code book it simply states that your incoming neutral has to be identified. There is a rule where you electrical code rule, code compliance, that states that a particular size of cable we must identify up to. So this is what I am doing here, identifying my conductors with the white tape that is being used. It's always best to have also your line and loads coming in to be separated. Never have them touching each other. It is a code compliance rule that states that your feed that's coming in, your main feed, is not supposed to come in contact with your actual load side that's going out. So for this reason, you're going to see the installation. I'm also going to be using my flat screwdrivers, Robbie screwdriver. Most of the time in this installation, I use my bigger screwdrivers to get the full torquing. Again, also what I like to use is my Milwaukee drills. Very
Bless up
handy.
yourself,
Never fails me. Gets the job done.
TSC exclusive. Again, thank you for the continuous support towards the channel.
Require. A lot of times I use my regular Allen key sets for a disc for installation like this. When it comes to the outdoor meter base, I often use another Allen key. It's more of a bigger Allen key that I have. Hopefully I can get to show you guys that on one of my videos. It comes in handy, gets the job done, helps with the risk a lot when it comes to the installation. So again, also this is a part of my videos. There are other videos that I have out there that are has the full installation when it comes to landing my wires. It does have the full installation. You just have to check through my videos to find the other part of this installation. There are many other parts to it, about 3 or 4 other videos that's there. And again, I would like to thank you guys all for tuning into Fabian Electrical. And again, don't forget to like up the video. You can also subscribe to the channel, or you can also become a member, and I will catch you guys on the next installation from Fabian Electrical.
So again, hello and welcome back to the channel. TSC exclusive for checking into today's live stream. To thank Wifey Kim for checking into the live stream also for the continuing support. And again, today, this is the second video that I've played. So if you're just joining, welcome to Fabian Electrical Services. Tonight's stream is all about real panel work, AC disconnect testing, and code compliance install. We've already covered some solid grounds, and we still got more to come, including phasing, ground, and neutral in a 400 amp disconnect. Can save you hours on the job. So again, what you had there in that installation was basically a 400 amp electrical disconnect installation. Again, you'll see me the 250 kc mil wire installation that's already in place. There are many other videos that I have. You'll see me installing the actual cable. So again, I'm going to. I've already played my AC disconnect video. I'm going to try to run another video of that. But now that's one part of the actual installation for the 400 amp disconnect. I'm going to run another video, same style disconnect. So hello again, welcome back. So this here right here is the 400 amp disconnect installation, and what you see my phase, it's my wire already phased the disconnect. It's the fuel disconnect, and as you can see, my lines are on the top. I also come in with my cables, my electrical cables, 250 kc mil wire installation. I also always make sure I come from the top, and again, you can see how I'm going to bend these wires to properly install them. I also use a ratchet cutter. It's very important when it comes to electrical. Try to have the proper tools that will save you on your risk. Also, what we have in here, we're going to have grounding and bonding. As you can see in the far left corner, my cables, my ground cables are already grounded. And as you can see in the video at the back screen, that's how I actually come about having my my grounding for the home. Grounding for the home. I simply have the ground plate. We place it into the earth. Bring the actual grounding into the home. That grounding system, if I didn't have a disconnect in place, the grounding would have landed inside of the main 400 amp of stick inside of the main service component. Again, normally wires, as people use the my no locks on the wire itself. I'm just going to put a little bit of no locks enough to always make sure that I never have that on the actual cable itself. I try to stay within the home plus rules. And the two sets of cables you're seeing, those are the 250 kc mil wire installation. I've got lines coming in parallel feeds, and I've got going up parallel feeds, all have the same length. So that was a short video of the 400 amp installation. I'm going to now try to pull up another video um, of the actual 400 amp panel installation. Okay, so again, hello and welcome to Fabian Electrical Services. I'd like to thank you guys for tuning in to today's live stream. We have three pretty strong topics. First one was the actual installation of the air conditioner net. Where I just showed the one video and part of the installation. Um, this net installation, and I'm going to move on to show. I am going to show the this is my fourth panel that I had of the basement. Again, staying within code compliance, I've placed this disc on the back of electrical 400 amp panel. I've placed it onto the wall. You can see I have my plywood, which is rated for weatherproof, water resistant. I don't want nothing really to get inside of the actual 400 amp panel installation. It's going to give problems. And also you can see it 400 amp panel people would see on a daily basis. You can actually use this in commercial also. This is this is a single phase. I do believe that I'm not sure that the actual breaker, so you can change it um, as far as three phase. There's no way you can change it because you obviously will have some configuration inside of the panel. What I've done here is I've basically installed this panel. This is going to feed a couple of the 100 amp panels that we've got inside of the home. There's going to be at least there's going to be at least three 100 amp panel installation inside of the current home that I'm working at right now. Um, Again, also bless up yourself, Up Movement TV. Again, thank you for checking into the live stream, and also thank you for the continuous support towards the channel. So again, what we have here is simply an installation of the panel. Those that you see hanging, those are all my cables that are going throughout the home. Again, when I do show the final video of the electrical room, it's going to be a lot different from what we're seeing right now. These wires are all cleaned up. There's a wall that was built up, so those wires are up inside of the wall. Always best also when it comes to your make sure that you do label your cables correctly before you even install your wires. What's going to happen is you're going to end up doing a lot of troubleshooting at the end of the job. So simply just label the wires accordingly to where they go. Obviously, if we have here in Canada, we use our yellow we have there that normally goes into the kitchen. So if we see those cables, we already know where they're going. But again, it's best not to assume. Someone could have stepped up that wire to a different size, and but normally they are 20 amp breaker. So now most of the time label my apples. So I'm going to run this video. This video's got another 5 minutes to go. Pull up another video I've got to run before I log out of here. Electrical 400 is a code compliance. You're supposed to be just following the normal will help when it comes to your inspection at the end of the So again, these wires here, of course, they're not the installation that you do see right here. These wires was rerouted onto the side of the panel. So again, hello and welcome back to the channel. I'd like to thank you guys all for tuning in into today's live stream. Again, as you guys tune to electric services with the today's live stream is and AC wire connection, 400 amp installation, and now we're to the actual panel, the panel itself. We'll run videos here. Again, bless yourself, Momo TV. Again, thank you for tuning in to today's live stream. Also, TSC exclusive. And Wifey Kim, again, thank you guys for checking into the live stream and supporting the channel. The channel and what I have here. Again, thank you. Uh, I do understand that many of you guys might not really understand what's going on here. So if ever you guys want to drop a comment in the comment section, and I'll feel free to explain. So what this is, I'll explain what this is. This is a 400 amp panel change out, and what I'm going to be doing is removing the 400 the 100 sorry the 100 amp panel. So 100 amp change out. I'm going to be removing the 100 amp all panel installation. So what I first do is I like to start off my cables, my electrical wires. I make sure that I label them accordingly. That way, when I do come to install the new 100 amp panel, my cables are going to be all labeled to save me at the from walking around and try to troubleshoot where my wires are using a obviously we're going to be using a plug-in tester for that. So this is how I normally go about the installation. Um, and again, when it comes to the um, removal of the old panel, we have to stay in our code compliance to make sure that the power shut down before we even start to normally take some time, permits and stuff, go through the once the city approves it, then we get the go ahead. The actual 400 amp panel. You can see my cables are landed, and I'm to label big cables right now to be doing. I'm going to phase in the cable. Um, it is 400 amp installation using 250 kc mil wire for the service run, parallel runs. Is going back all the way video that I which is state, which will show uh, installation that you saw me doing the first part of the live stream. So these cables go back there. Reason being, the panel is located more than 5 feet from the actual electrical meter base that's on the outside. And staying within our code compliance, we have to have a disconnect in between the actual electrical meter base that's located on the outside and the actual 400 amp panel installation that was done. So the cable is tech cable. Like I said, it's the 250 kc mil. Our trade name that we normally call it is tech cable. And it doesn't a loop all all to go at the end of the I have to make sure I have my phasing tape. Just this is in this requirement is completed. So that's what I'm basically doing. Thank you, compliance. I'm going to be phasing my cable. If you guys are tuning in to today's live stream, you guys feel free to drop a comment in the comment section. Tell me what you think about the video and what else you would like to see going forward. So again, I have one more AC unit video play. I'm going to try to play that video right after. So again, hello and welcome back to the channel. I'd like to thank you guys all for tuning in to Fabian Electrical Services, and I'm going to be running of that second part of that section. Actually, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to start video before into that way I can you guys see part of it. Um,
So this is just a little patch that I had to remove here. Obviously, this is not going to match back. Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and in today's video, I'm simply preparing the electrical room with the 400 amp main panel, and I'm simply going to be using the code rules that's laid out in the code books. So again, for all those who hasn't subscribed to the channel, you can go ahead and subscribe. You can also make sure your notification is turned to all. That way you receive my notifications. You can also like and share the video. And again, just sit back and relax and enjoy the video. And I'll catch you guys on the next one.
so again, sorry about that. Again, welcome back to the channel. I'd like to thank you guys for tuning in to today's live stream with electrical services. This actual 100 amp installation. And this installation, I simply use many will wonder. This was a one-man solo job that I actually performed. So solar panel work is what I here. When I say panel work, it was me alone a wall here that actually installed the panel. And what I did was using a ladder. I simply supported the ladder above the panel, and used a ladder as some means of support. And I was able to mount my panel that way. Again, using my drill, which the drill on the actual Milwaukee drill, especially the hammer, and drill through the Milwaukee drill is really did for installation. And again, this uh, future videos. So again, why does it help to define the code compliance? Normally, when it comes to the job, going to have the job to make sure that you follow your code. Helps it helps for a future a really good of the job. The wall that built out not clear for the a mess inside of the electrical room in order to get the cable. That's on the far side. So I'm to try to pull a video of the Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel, Fabian Electrical Services Inc. In today's video, I'm just going to be tying in my circuits into the panel. So some of these cables I have to be careful because I'm not going to be tying in everything into the panel. This wire here is basically a 20 amp. It's going to be a 20 amp receptacle. So as you can see, I use my pliers to strip my wire, which is more easier for me. It's just a trick I learned throughout the years. I'm sure every other electrician knows about it also. I'm going to be keeping this here on because it has the marking on it and I don't want to lose it. And once I'm ready to label the panel, I will cut this off. You can see I made my holes so I can come from here and go straight into the panel. It just makes the panel look a little bit neater with my holes instead of me coming down on this plywood and installing my wires. It's this way it looks more neater. As you can see, everything is lined up, comes out of my holes, goes right into the panel. So this here is not marked, so I will have to, actually it is marked, it's way back here. This here, the marking is right here, so I'm going to try to keep the excess that I need so I can label. So again, hello and welcome back to Fabian Electrical Services. And again, I'm
Obviously, I
going to
opened
be
up this live,
running
so I'm
maybe
going
one
to be
more
cutting
video.
it short. Just what I need for the panel. This is a 20 amp cable, which is going to be landed on this 20 amp breaker, okay?
So again, hello and welcome back to the channel. And what we simply have here, this is a 100 amp panel installation located on the first floor of the home. And as you can see, there's going to
Okay.
be a lot of cables, low voltage wiring, security wiring. It's all going to be located in that area. Yeah, above the 100 amp panel. That's where all the stuff is going to be going.
This wire was before for a heater, floor heater on the main floor, but we don't have it anymore. They're basically using what is called a heated flooring through the tubes. So I no longer require this wire for a heating cable.
So again, I'm going to run one short video here.
Hey, and welcome back to the channel. I'd like to thank you guys all for tuning in to today's video. And what we simply have here is we have a 400 amp electrical panel, and the installation is going to be the wires, the main feeders coming in, which is 400 amp for the 400 amp service. Again, these are 250 kc mil parallel feeds of cables that I'm running. Again, the cables are the same length. Of course, when it comes to parallel runs, you also have to make sure that your length are all the same. And again, I'm going on to the top of the 400 amp distribution service. That's where I'm going to land my wires from the top. As you can see, I have one set of cables landed. And
So again, this is
again, this
Fabian
is on
Electrical
the
Services.
mounted on the
Subscribe
wall,
for
mounted on
more
the
real
sheet
panel
of
work. Let me know if the chat.
weatherproof plywood.
Let
Reason
me
for the sheet
know in the
of
chat.
plywood is simply because
Service
there's going
more
to
work.
be, mildew inside of the electrical room. It's going to be moisture, and there shouldn't be no type of moisture getting into the actual electrical panel when it comes to you performing your electrical installation. And that is part of a code compliance rule also. Again, you see the wires that I have here on the side. So many electrical wires, so many different size of electrical cables. You have 12-2 electrical cable, you have 14-2 electrical cable, you have 14-3 electrical wire, you also have 10-3 electrical cable, you also have 8-3 electrical wires. So again, there's so many different wires. We have the 12-2 for the kitchen. We also have the 12-2 for the outdoor AC. So again, these wires all should be labeled before you even land them. Why labeling is so important? Labeling is so important to me because it saves me time, and time that I don't have once I'm starting to finish up the job. It's very important not to be running back before the job is coming to the end to start to troubleshoot where all your wires are going. It simply wastes a lot of time. Time that is very precious to us, and every minute that counts is actually a good thing. As you can see, this is a pretty big job that I'm carrying on here. Also, you can see the wires touching the dot. That there has to be within the code compliance, where I'm going to have to place some insulation between my wires and the dot to keep the code compliance, stay within my code rules, follow the So again, many of you might ask what will happen if the inspector comes and the job is not ready for inspection. Well, you're simply going to have to rebook your inspection, because you've now wasted the time of the electrical inspector. So it's best to have everything prep and ready to go. And the cardboard that you saw me having on top of the actual electrical breaker, the 400 amp breaker, that is to protect the actual breaker from receiving the shavings once I'm starting to drill. Again, those shavings shall not enter the panel. Any part of the panel it should not be. It's going to affect the actual working of the panel. So again, when it comes to me drilling into the 400 amp panel, or whether it be a 100 amp panel, I kind of, or even if it's a transformer for some sort, I like to cover the main stuff to make sure that there's nothing that's going to enter it. So again, I would like to thank you guys for tuning in to Fabian Electrical Services, and I will catch you guys on the next video.
Again, welcome. That wraps it up. So we went over install front panel with AC mill and broke down disconnect phasing and labeling, all within the code and without shortcut. If you found this helpful, drop a like, leave a comment below, and make sure you're subscribed. We go live with new content, walkthrough, and tips every week. You can also rewatch this full live stream later. Timestamp will be added to help you find exactly what you need. Big thanks for tuning in, and remember, it's not just about installing the power. It's about doing it safely, smart, and by the book. Stay sharp, and I'll see you next time. Fabian Electrical Services signing out. Also, I'd like to thank TSC Exclusive for checking into today's live stream. Uh, I'd like to thank Wifey Kim for checking into today's live stream also. And Up Movement TV, I'd like to thank you also for tuning in to the live stream. And I will catch you guys on the next live stream.